Good morning! We've made it to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. We are starting our morning off in Islands to try and get Hagrid's out of the way because we do have Express Pass. 100% recommended because you can basically skip the line for every ride. It's a good chunk of money, but so worth it. Stay tuned for the rest of our day. All right, so the wait was posted at 2.5 hours. We've just made it to the lockers and it's only been 24 minutes. So we have to leave you here. The time is gonna keep going.
Okay.
And see how long it takes us to get off the ride. We have to leave all our stuff here though, so. All right, we just got off Hagrid's. An hour and 52?
Hour 52.
Hour 52 from start to getting off. So not quite 2.5 hours, but still relatively long. But we have Express Pass for the rest of the day, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
What did you think?
It was awesome. Did not expect most of it. Didn't really, I guess I didn't ask about it, but
No.
the whole backward section and a dropping section.
I gave her no pre-warnings at all.
It was really good. I enjoyed it.
To rent a locker,
Alright.
please scan your park ticket at a locker station that has a green light.
All right, well, we caught the Hogwarts Express over to Universal Studios. We also rode Forbidden Journey because it was a 10-minute wait. Thoughts on that one?
That one was really good. It was neat because it was like the screens and also the motion kind of on a coaster. It was really interesting.
Yeah, but we're gonna go hit up Transformers, Revenge of the Mummy, Transformers, and then the Halloween tribute store, and then we'll head back to Wizarding World to do Diagon Alley. All right, so we just got off Mummy, which is technically still in technical rehearsals. So apparently everything's not as it should be, but it was still amazing.
I don't know what they would be rehearsing.
Yeah, because it was just because it was closed, they have to like call it technical rehearsal before the official reopening. But I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was really fun. I thought it was going to be bigger drops and stuff
Yeah.
than it was, but it was really nice, like very Space Mountain vibes.
Yeah, and then you were not a fan of Fast and Furious. Take it or leave it.
It was just okay. I'm just not a Fast and Furious fan, so maybe that's why it wasn't as interesting for me.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm not either. I just think it's cool. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're about to head into the tribute stores, so that'll be fun. Hear all the screams of Rip Ride Rocket. So the tribute store was good. I don't know, we don't get Horror Nights, so we don't kind of get it, but it's a nice walkthrough with a little bit of time in air conditioning. Time for Transformers. All right, it has been 2 hours since I last filmed something, and all we've done is eaten, which we will talk about later. We're gonna do Gringotts, we're gonna do some shopping, we'll do Hippogriff, water rides, and then we're gonna get out of here because we're not in good moods anymore. So that makes me sad. But yeah, we will definitely talk about the food situation later. But we're gonna go Gringotts, get some shopping done in Wizarding World, and basically head on out. Time to go to Islands.
Go to Islands, do our things, and get out of here.
Can you see the castle? You can see the castle. We're heading to Jurassic Park. We did Gringotts. Thoughts on Gringotts?
Gringotts was good. We did that one before.
Yes.
Back in the day.
And
that was
then,
a really good fun.
and then Hippogriff is just a cool kiddie coaster,
Yeah, total kiddie coaster.
but it's still cute.
Now we're in Jurassic Park.
And now we're in Jurassic Park. We need to cool down a bit, so we're going to go on. We're not doing Velocicoaster at all. That's not happening. But we will go on the Jurassic Park River ride.
Yes.
You tell we just did River Adventure in the front row.
Got a jet of water straight to the face. And we smell like Jurassic Park.
But I had a poncho over my shorts, so that's fine. But we're about to go on the barges, so we've changed our shoes. We have our ponchos. Oh my goodness.
I literally wrung my skirt out.
It's like wetsuit material though, so it'll dry
like
quickly.
material.
Yeah, so it'll be fine. All right, barges, and then we're done. Let's do this. So we're not actually going to ride the barges because they're closed, and we even heads or tails to even do it. So the closing meant, nah, we're done. We're going to go. We're going to stop in the Universal Studios store, see if there's anything we want to buy, and then we are heading back to the resort because we are done. We're done. We're done, and we will tell you about it later. All right, we are back at the hotel, and I look a mess, but that's okay. Let us tell you about our day at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure.
Oh, it's an adventure.
Oh yeah. So we had early theme park entry, which is when we did our 2-hour wait for Hagrid's. Then we did Forbidden Journey. Then we caught the Hogwarts Express over to Universal Studios and did Fast and Furious, Revenge of the Mummy, Transformers, and then went and got Starbucks. And then started our 2-hour lunch
Disaster. So we went to the Leaky Cauldron because the internet was like, hey, you should go to one of these locations for potentially some allergy friendly options. So they don't have an allergy menu like on the outside, and we're intolerant, we're not allergic, but either way it still falls in the same category. Like, so she's not supposed to have gluten, I'm not supposed to have dairy. There's very few exceptions for that, which is if we decide to indulge in a Gideon's cookie or something. We take pills for that, but in general we try to avoid those things.
Yes.
Because that's, our bodies want that. So we have opposite things. They don't have anywhere posted what the allergen items are for the menus.
And it's not just Leaky Cauldron, it is every restaurant in Universal Studios and in Universal City Walk.
Yes. So then we wait in line for an hour-ish, maybe more. Well, honestly, we were in line for at least an hour.
Yes.
To get to the front of the line. And there was maybe like 20 or 25 people ahead of us. It wasn't even that many people. They had 8 registers. 2 were open.
And they were only actually serving on one of them for most of it.
Yeah.
And then even that one for a good chunk of time had no one on it because they were just putting the mobile order people through. But they don't have an allergy menu, so you can't mobile order allergy things. So you have to stand in line and go to the counter.
So we get to the front of the line, and then the girl at the register is like, oh, well, let me go get the chef. So even the people at the register don't have like an allergen-friendly menu, and they have to go get the chef in the back. I mean, this is a theme park. We all know they're heating stuff up. They're not doing like gourmet things back there.
So yesterday, we went to Steakhouse 71, and our server asked us if we wanted to talk to the chef, and we said no. They gave us an allergy menu, so we were fine. At the Polite Pig that we went to 2 days ago, they didn't have an allergy menu up, but they had an allergy menu behind the counter next to the server, so the server could check when we ordered something if it suited our allergy.
Well, and the people just are trained and they know.
Yeah.
Universal people do not give a fuck. They do not care. They do not care. They don't care at all. So anyway, we get to the front and the girl's like, oh, I'll get the chef. So we waited another solid 5 minutes at least for the chef to come out, and it was just like awkward because now we're taking up the potential register for somebody else to order food, but we can't order food because the dude won't come from the back. So.
And then he comes up with his binder.
Yeah, it came with a binder, and he's like, okay, gluten, you can have the sandwich with the gluten-free bun. Okay, dairy. What do you want? And I'm like, well, what can I have? I'm like, what about the fish and chips? He goes, no, there's whey in the fish and chips. And I'm like, again, why is there whey in fish and chips? But okay. And then he's like, well, okay, so I guess you can have the gluten, or you could have the chicken sandwich too. Oh, but the bun has dairy in it.
So it would have to be the gluten-free bun, no cheese, no mayo, which is a dry piece of chicken breast, a roast tomato, and bacon.
Oh, I think he also said I could just have the side salad, like, basically plain.
Yeah.
No dressing. I just turned around and left at that point, and I was like, I'm good.
I'd already paid for my food, otherwise I would have also turned around and left.
So then I left. So Hannah's now sitting at a table by herself waiting for the food for 45 minutes?
It was at least half an hour to 45 minutes waiting for this burger. Which came with a side of wedge fries. They use a shared fryer, which means that they cook everything that's glutinous in the same fryer as these wedge fries that they served us. As we mentioned, I'm intolerant, not allergic, so for me that's not an issue. But if someone is celiac or has an actual gluten allergy and they had that cross-contamination, that would mess them up.
Yeah. So then I just said peace, and I started going different places. I came across a sandwich shop I forgot to tell you about, and up on the menu they had actually a vegan, like, pressed sandwich. Mm-hmm. And it was like roasted vegetables, it had vegan cheese on it, and vegan mayo, all up on the menu. And I was like, oh, perfect, I'll get this vegan roasted vegetable sandwich. That sounds delicious. And the girl goes, oh, we haven't had that for a year. They just won't take it off the menu. And I'm like, all right, anything else I can get here? And she goes, the quinoa. And I was like, peace, I'm out. So then I went down the road even further and I found a burger place where I could just get a burger without cheese on it and fries. But okay, so then I ordered that, and then I waited 45 minutes to get a burger with no cheese and a side of fries. It was ridiculous. We wasted at least 2 hours just trying to get
It was
a chicken sandwich and a hamburger.
So I went back and I looked at the video footage of when I said we've just got Starbucks, now we're gonna head into, and it was at 12:01.
Oh my god.
When I went out and you went to the bathroom and I filmed, 2:09.
It was ridiculous.
I looked at the timestamp.
So then at this point, we're so pissed that it's taken us 2 hours to eat food that we're like, this is just not even worth it. This is so...
And we've bought express passes, so we've paid an extra $200 on top of park tickets. We've spent a lot of money on this, and we're just like, I can't even be bothered to stay.
Yeah, so we just hurried up into the rest of our rides and got the hell out of there. And quite honestly, I don't know the next time I would go to Universal. Like, at all. Point blank, period. Like, it wasn't... Just the people there didn't care. No one had their crap together. I don't know. It just... Like, the express passes. There's only, like, 1, 2 rides where it was like, okay, the express pass was really worth it. But otherwise, it was just... Because the express pass system they have, everybody... Like you said, everybody, because it's not a time slot that you get reserved. Like, everyone who has an express pass could all walk up to, you know, the Escape to Gringotts, and everyone scans their express pass, and then everybody's in the express line. So really, it's not.
And it's not like they take more from the express line. They take it from both. So you see, so take Gringotts. Gringotts was a 55-minute wait. We still waited over half an hour, I think.
Yes. So, anyway. There's my 2 cents. I'm not going back anytime soon. They're not getting any of my money.
Yeah. And it's so hard because I am such a Harry Potter nerd. Like, such a Harry Potter nerd. And the theming of the Wizarding World is incredible. But it was just a mess. The highlight of my whole our whole day was a photo I am going to insert now, which is a recreation of the exact photo I took with the exact night bus driver as today, 7 years ago. It was
crazy odds because we went.
You come back.
We went And we walk up to the night bus and we're standing there and we're looking at the photo from 7 years ago because we're like, okay, let's have fun and try and recreate a couple photos from 7 years ago. So we were like, okay, let's grab a picture of us in front of the Universal Globe. I'm sure that wasn't even remotely close to what it was, but it's fine. We did it. And then
I was so angry by that point. We were like, we're not even going to stand.
Highlight the night bus guy. So we're waiting in line at the night bus and Hannah goes, oh, I think this is the same guy who's standing there with the head dude, the driver, like Jamaican head dude. And I was like, no. And we look at it and we're like, oh my God, I think it is the exact same guy. So we walk up and we go, okay, we got to take a picture. He said, we're trying to recreate the exact same picture from 7 years ago. Is this you? And we showed him a picture from 7 years ago. And he goes, that is me. We're like, holy crap, you're working still 7 years later in the same spot. And we just happened to catch him on his shift today. Like, astronomical odds. It was awesome.
Yeah. So that was the highlight of the whole day. We were going to eat in City Walk and then realized that after that we were like, no, we're going to have the same issue there. So we are going to Disney Springs. We are going to... There's nothing wrong with Disney Springs. We're going to get on that boat and enjoy that boat ride again. And we're going to eat Disney Springs because Sassagoula Floatworks only has 2 gluten-free dinner options. And I honestly think there was 2 dairy-free, but there was also 2 kids and the fries. So, not great allergy options here at Port Orleans French Quarter, but it's like a 5-minute boat ride to Disney Springs.
Beautiful.
It is a beautiful ride.
Great service.
Yes.
You're gonna wait for 3 hours.
Yeah. Where are we going?
We are going to
Frontera
Cucina or whatever.
Frontera something I can't pronounce.
Frontera Mexican food place.
Because Mexican no cheese, fine for you.
Yes.
Corn, fine for me. All right, we'll see you there. I don't even know if they're going to be able to eat. Where are we?
We are at Frontera Cucina. And we got some chips and guac, comes with salsa. And we're gonna order some entrees in just a minute. I think I'm gonna get the chicken tacos. What are you gonna go for?
I think I'm going carnitas.
Yum. So we'll show you that when it comes.
Alright, so I'm home and editing, and I realized I did not end the Universal Studios Day vlog because obviously it's seen a 10-minute rant. Frontera was fantastic. I obviously also forgot to take footage of the food, but it was fantastic. We ended up catching an Uber home because the wait for the boat at that point was ridiculous and we were just so done for the day. So we got an Uber back to the hotel and then just fell asleep. But the next day was was Epcot, so stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe to stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.